even know if they win.
No, not
God,
even
hate anime. What's wrong with
There
your
are 4 seasons of this.
What's wrong with your chosen hobby that you never get closure?
Yo, it's Dono, and we are back once again with Dad on the couch to watch some Haikyuu. How are you, Dad?
I'm okay.
Oh, yeah?
I'm having a little bit of a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a hard time understanding why anybody in their right freaking mind would make an anime about boys volleyball. I'm looking at the little screenshot right here, and it's like they're trying to make volleyball badass. Like, is this fight volleyball? Like,
No.
do they hit each other with knives or something? Like,
No, it's just volleyball, but a little over-dramatized, I
it
will
looks
say.
a little. This is very dramatized. These guys look like they're going to war to save their family. It looks like somebody was kidnapped. Number 4 looks like he's about to go Super Saiyan. What the hell is this? And who recommended this crap?
Crunch Gaming is the person who recommended this, and this is Haikyuu, about boys volleyball. So we have our protagonist, his name is Hinata, and he's short, but he loves volleyball, and he was inspired by this pro player, I believe, this higher ranked player named the Little Giant, or the Small Giant, and so now he joined his high school volleyball team.
I see. So he's a short dude who's determined to play some volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like Spud Webb. If you guys don't know who Spud Webb is, you gotta Google it. Spud Webb was like the shortest NBA player in history, okay? He was like 5'4" or something, I don't know. He's probably more like 5'8" or something. But the problem with that analogy for Spud Webb and this craptastic anime is that Spud Webb was in the NBA. This dude's just trying to play high school ball. So NBA up here, high school down here.
Oh my god.
Now, no disrespect to people who play high school volleyball. We actually know a couple people who played high school volleyball. Shouts out to Nathan and Noah if you're watching, okay? I don't know too much about it, but it didn't seem this damn dramatic, right?
Well, maybe it is. You know, I wouldn't know.
Fine, press the button and let's get into some intense volleyball action.
There is an enormous wall in front of me, blocking my way. I can only wonder what's on the other side. But if I have others on my side...
All right, people, I talk a lot of trash, and what normally happens is I'll tell Dono to pause, talk some trash, and then he'll press play, and he records the whole time. So it'll be like an hour to 90 minutes of freaking footage of me talking trash over a 30-minute show. I asked him, why don't you just record the intro, we watch it, then we'll record our thoughts afterward, and he's like, that wouldn't flow as easily. I have some notes that I took during the show, and I'm going to tell you what I thought. And he's probably going to splice it in with a bunch of little clips like he always does. So let's see if this works for the TK Nation. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Opening credits. Why so serious?
It's supposed to be dramatic. It's supposed to feel intense.
Homeboy starts out, there's a wall. And if I have others with me, I'm like, damn, are we getting overthrown? Are the Russians coming? Like, what's happening? As long as I have others with me, we can stand firm.
Anime's whole shtick is the power of friendship. Come
Fine,
on.
he acts like he's gonna save the world. This is like he's gonna take out Voldemort, okay? This is like the Battle of Hogwarts, but instead of fighting for their very lives, it's volleyball tryouts, okay?
It's not even
or it's
that
a
bad.
volleyball game. Come on. The lead character has orange hair. What a surprise! The hero has some funky colored hair. Who would
People
imagine?
have orange hair in real life.
Yes, but not this color. You know what? Nobody has real orange hair.
Are you
What are you
sure?
talking about? You know what this looks like? This looks like when people with dark colored hair try to go blonde and they don't properly bleach it and it turns orange. That's what his hair looks like. His hair looks like he got a freaking Clairol just for me home hair treatment and didn't leave it on long enough. Orange is the new black, okay? His hair is orange. It should be black, but that's fine. Oh boy looks like Naruto.
He does not. He
Yes.
looks nothing like him.
Hold on. He looks like Naruto, except that the art sucks. This is more Jack Skellington freaking artwork.
It's not even as bad as Code Geass.
They're 17 feet tall, okay?
They're supposed to be tall.
The little guys. The neck is like 2 feet long. Look, there's certain rules when it comes to art about proportions, okay? The torso is supposed to be so many heads tall or heads long. The legs are supposed to be so much. There are proportions. These guys are all out of proportion. They're Jack Skellington. It doesn't make any sense. When they turn their heads, it's like their whole head gets distorted. If somebody's talking to her, the whole head gets distorted.
It does look a little funky.
You damn right. It looks terrible. It looks scary. If that guy came to me in my dreams, last thing I want to do is call one of these guys, hey, show. Yeah? Okay. He looks scary as hell. The whole head gets deformed. The whole head gets all misshapen.
It's a little strange.
Creepy, dude. Creepy. It's better than that one craptastic one with the white steel eel.
The white stuff. Oh, Tower of God.
That art looked like trash. This art looks like trash for a different reason. It's good quality, but the style is just a little weird. But I can get past the style, okay? And let me say this. I knew from the moment this guy showed up with the cape, he showed up looking like the broke-ass volleyball Superman,
He's
right?
called the King of the Court.
The King of the Court. I was like, oh, they're going to join forces. Because they had that little face on where he's like, well, what makes you think you're so good? He's like, what makes you think you're so good? This was predictable as hell, okay? But doesn't mean it was bad. But I knew from the moment Homeboy was about to crap himself and had to go to the bathroom, I knew how this show was going to end.
He was nervous. Give him a freaking break.
Have you ever crapped yourself over nerves?
I have not. And he
either.
did it. Did he crap himself?
Damn near.
He didn't do it, though.
Apparently he was able to clinch it back in order to talk trash to the king of volleyball, okay?
Oh
he was able to, I'm going to hold it and just to tell you what I think about you. Look, that was dramatic. Dude is bold. Forgive me. I put the dude is bold as he's about to crap himself. So I don't know about you, but if you've ever had the feeling that you couldn't, let's say, fart confidently, like if you farted, maybe something bad was gonna happen, okay? If you've ever had an upset stomach that you couldn't trust yourself, the last thing you're gonna do is go make some bold-ass declaration like, I'm gonna take you out, sucker. Like, I don't know. I personally have had tummy trouble in the past, and I was not feeling like the biggest badass dude in the room. But apparently, orange hair freaking Naruto feels like he's a big dog.
Not Naruto.
Whatever you say.
From the first round to the second, the final, all the way to nationals. I'm gonna be the one standing in the winner's court. Got it?
Everybody's so damn aggressive.
What do you
Why
mean?
is everybody so aggressive in
They're
this show?
competitive. It's a competitive.
I'm expecting a drive-by at any moment, okay? I'm expecting dudes to take a stick to the kneecap like Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. If you don't know who that is, look it up. This dude's like, I'm gonna be the one standing in the winner's court. It's like, I'm gonna be the one standing there the longest. Oh yeah?
Do you not talk trash? You talk trash all the time. We could be playing Scrabble and you'll talk trash.
But it's fun trash.
Yeah, that's okay.
This isn't fun. They stood each other in the face, puffed out their chest, and were like, no, I'm gonna be the one standing in the
It's a rivalry. It's not friendly because they're not on the same team.
This is like violent volleyball, okay? Just like the little freeze frame before where they look like they're about to take on the world. I'm gonna be the one. Like, man, just start fighting. Y'all just need to fight and get it over with.
They'll settle it on the court.
Whatever, but it was highly dramatic.
This is finally happening. Time to start!
I used to have to rotate. What the hell, right? I didn't know what was happening, but his dream is realized, but his homeboys are trash, all right?
They're helping him out.
He's glad he started the club. It shows that he has that testicular fortitude, aka balls. And so he overcame these obstacles in this wonderful, wonderful story of heart and
hard
effort
work and determination.
And hard work. And this is so syrupy sweet, I got a cavity, all right?
Okay.
This was tough. And not in a bad way. It was executed well, but it was like so hit you over the head with like hard work, stick-to-itiveness, energy.
That's not a bad thing.
It's not, but it's just heavy-handed. Like, this is what you would show your kid to tell him, like, hard work pays off, Billy. Watch this. You know what I mean? It's like, I want drama, sure. I want a good moral, sure. I want decent characters. I want decent villains. Yeah. But, like, this was me basically saying, like, son, you should be a good person. Like, Sho. You should be like him. You should work hard like Sho.
Oh, my God.
You should be like Sho. It's like, dude, this guy, does he ever do anything wrong?
I don't know.
He's like the king of the world, okay?
It didn't count as a dribble, but nobody's covering over there.
when he goes up to spike the ball and he gets the action lines, I don't know what to call it.
It was good.
No, hold on. I was, don't cut me off. I was about to say, that looks cool as hell. I was about to show some love. But it's like, it's weird because it's almost like a finishing move in a video game when you're like, oh, I got the, my energy bar is full. Now I can do the super combo. And it's like, so dramatic. It looks cool, but I'm like, damn, son, he's just spiking the ball.
Well, he just outplayed the entire team.
Yes,
off of a misplay.
But then he goes up and every time he spiked, they gave him the whoosh. They gave him the whoosh every time, right? It was
you gotta give him love.
You know what? People, I challenge you, if you love Dad, and I hope you do me a favor and Google this. Go on YouTube and search Double Dribble. It was a video game on the classic NES called Double Dribble. And if you got close to the hoop and you went to dunk or you went to make a basket close to the hoop, it would cut scene to a actual, like, okay, because it was NES, it was Nintendo. It looked like crap. It was 8-bit, right? It was little blocks, okay? The ball was an orange block and everybody else was just a white block, okay? But when you got close to the thing, it would cut to like real detailed art. And it would show the guy going up, and he would dunk on fools, right? Or a backward dunk. If you got the backward dunk, you were the man, right? You couldn't really control it. It's just what side of the hoop you came from, right? But it was cool because it gave you this cut scene to see this guy just going up like Jordan, just dunking on fools. That's what this felt like. Like, oh, here comes he sets it and pow, right? It's like, oh, son of a biscuit. But after the first one, I'm talking about the first one, they block it like it's nothing. I was like, damn, all this drama for nothing?
Yeah, well, that was the first one. You gotta show, like, hey, he has his moment, but, like, he's not just gonna be amazing right off the bat.
And if you look at Dad's notes, I wrote, glad they blocked it. Okay. It would have been too cheesy and too freaking terrible if Homeboy was just slamming on fools from the jump. Just pow, pow, pow. If he came through like King Dingaling, yes.
It's not bad.
If he's spiking on fools like King Dingaling, then there's no way I was gonna like this show. But the fact that they owned him and smacked him down like the jobber he is, I was excited. I was very excited.
So what am I missing? Oh, thanks for everything.
Dude, don't make it awkward.
But then, at the end of the show, Homeboy, after he loses, old dude's crying his face off, right?
What? He was emotional. It was his first thing.
I'm not mad at him crying. I was about to say...
Well, you set it up like it was bad.
It was dramatic, yes, but I like that he's so idealistic. Because if you're gonna ram the hard work, you're gonna cram the work ethic. Freaking, this is like a fable, right? Where the moral of the story is hard work opens doors, right? It's terrible, but if you're gonna beat me, what we call being on the nose, if it's gonna be so damn on the nose, the hard work, he's a good guy, he put in the time, he put in the effort, he didn't give up, yeah, right? Then at least the dude I liked that he was crying and he was all like, he wasn't tough, he was just like, then he told his homies, thank you, that was nice, he's like, hey, thanks for helping my little dream come true, okay? And then what happens? Well,
then he keeps going.
We get a Rocky montage.
That's not bad.
We get a Rocky montage.
It was great.
You better play the music. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. He passes a tree. Now it's snow. Now it's the spring.
That's great.
I'm like, dude, are you serious?
He's got to finish the rest of his year so he can get to high school.
This is Rocky, okay? Because the brother king of volleyball is Apollo Creed, and this dude is Rocky freaking Balboa. Why? Because they're enemies and they face off, and Apollo wins, right? And then he goes back, he trains his ass off, and next you know they end up teaming up Rocky 3. This is Rocky. Rocky was not a great character, he was dumb. This guy is smart, he's kind, he's generous, he's loving, he's hardworking, he's everything you ever wanted in a son-in-law and more, right?
But he's short.
So?
What do you mean so?
So that's just one downside. This is God incarnate. This is Jesus
is not
himself.
God incarnate.
Jesus himself came down with orange hair and decided to play volleyball. And the only reason that he's not God himself is because he's short.
He's short. He's stubborn. He's just
stubborn. I didn't see stubborn. I saw the nicest guy in the world.
He was not nice when he confronted them in the hallway before he was gonna go and throw up.
Fine. Jesus has ego. Okay. Volleyball Jesus has ego. Orange-haired volleyball Jesus, aka long neck Naruto. This dude got a long neck like the Land Before Time.
Ow.
Do you plan on watching it again?
No.
No?
Only if I was really bored, and it just so happens COVID-19 has got me pretty damn bored. But I don't really have a strong desire to watch more of this.
Okay.
I think, because again, I think I already know what happens, and you just told me I'm not far off.
You're not far off, no.
So it's like, I feel like I've already seen this movie before. A couple of times. So to watch it again is just basically to confirm my suspicions and find out how it deviates in the slightest way from what I already know is going to happen. Let me ask you this. Do they win the championship? Probably.
I don't know. We
If
don't find
not,
out in the
pause.
season.
Oh, you don't find out? Damn, anime! You don't even know if they win?
No, not
God, I
in the season.
hate anime. What's wrong with
There
your...
are 4 seasons of this.
What's wrong with your chosen hobby that you never get closure? You know, this is like they just string you along. It's like a bad relationship. This is like, oh, are you interested? And they just keep stringing you along. Has that ever happened to you?
It's happened to me plenty of times.
Yes, and it happens to lots of people. So will I watch this again? Probably not. It was entertaining. Let's go ahead and get to the scorecard.
Scorecard? All right.
Art, F. Actually, I'm sorry, D. Art gets a D.
A D.
It wasn't bad, okay?
It wasn't like Crayon E, like Tower of God.
It was not. It was not. How about this? Art, it gets a C-. It was slightly below average because the the dimensions and the proportions were horrendous. And when somebody turns their head, the world ends and become an alien, okay? It was like, what was the first Harry Potter homeboy lived on the back of his head? That's what the hell we got. Voldemort's back there just kicking it under somebody's turban, right? So, creepy. Story? C.
A C because you've seen it before?
Predictable as hell. It's not even the predictable hero's journey where the guy gets a call to action. This dude wanted to play volleyball. He decided to play volleyball, and he was just Captain Happy, Volleyball Jesus. It's just a little too on the nose for me. That's a C.
Even the fact that it's not like to the actual like story yet doesn't like excite you or want you to see.
No, that makes
the
me want to
rest.
punch all anime writers in the jump.
Why? It's the
Because
first episode. They established
me.
the setting and had the thing.
Okay, so now I know that the hook in this episode is the character battle between the king of volleyball and Volleyball Jesus.
Which
okay?
isn't terrible.
No, it's not terrible, but it's
Volleyball
just
Jesus.
it's a little tough. It's a little tough. What are our other categories? Art,
Fan
story.
service.
Oh, zero fan service. Hell, the volleyball girls even had clothes on.
Yes!
And I know the girls in my volleyball team in high school, they were not wearing as many clothes as the girls in Japan.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh my gosh, they have so much clothing on." I was like,
I thought
what
it was-
alternate universe did I stumble into?"
I thought it was just inaccurate because if you look at any girls volleyball team from high school to the Olympics, they wear these little short, skin-tight volleyball shorts. Everybody knows that. I expected, let me just say this, if there were females in Haikyuu, I expected they'd be wearing a thong bikini based on all the other freaking anime I've seen. And so to see these girls wearing knee-length shorts and baggy shirts, I was like, whoa, they're wearing a lot of clothes. I was pleasantly surprised, but a little bit miffed because that's not accurate. But I'd rather err on the side of modesty than err on the side of butt floss, okay? That's how I feel. We still don't have a real report card for this thing.
We don't. We
But
should make one.
bottom line is, does this show get the dad thumbs up? It gets a C. It gets a C.
Really
It
like
is
that.
average. Huh?
I said it's really like that.
I didn't destroy it.
No.
I've destroyed others.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought you were gonna tear this to shreds.
No, it wasn't terrible. It was just predictable and a little heavy-handed with the moral and hard-working work ethic, yada yada crap. Like, I tell you what, if you're a fat kid like me, okay, and you don't want to go to the gym, just turn on some Haikyuu and you'll be inspired and you'll be out running in no time because you're gonna get those action lines as you come up from this fight. Man, this is like Wheaties. It's like a Wheaties commercial. The Breakfast of Champions. This is the show of champions. If you want to be a hero, you better watch Haikyuu. Oh, you're feeling lazy, son? You don't want to go to the gym? What would Volleyball Jesus do? Right? What would Show do? Right?
Oh,
Bogus. C. Crunch Gaming. No pillow for you. No pillow because of predictability, craptastic design, and orange hair, but I might grade it on a COVID-19 curve. I might watch a couple more episodes, but this does not make me want to keep watching, which is what the whole thing was for the dad challenge. So Crunch Gaming, despite your best efforts, and even though the premise is okay, just didn't do it for me.
All right. Any final thoughts?
No.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be pretty much it from us. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, smash that like button to let us know that you want to see more of this kind of content, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace!